1 sheet of plywood.
Single sheet challenge.
Yep. Use the hashtag Rockler Plywood Challenge.
Challenge accepted.
I know that there's no way that a unremarkable shop furniture piece is going to win this contest, but it gave me an excuse to build it. All right, let's go. This project, just like every other plywood project, starts by breaking down a sheet of plywood. After it was all broken down, I put pocket holes in the horizontal pieces and in the drawer pieces. Whoops. I think what happened here is I had the stopper on the bit set for 2x4, so I was drilling too deep and it got stuck in the sleeve there. I had to destroy the bit to get the sleeve off of it, and I never could get the collar off of that bit. It was ruined. Now I need a new bit. And this was the first of several mistakes that I made. Alright, moving on. I needed to put a line where my top horizontal piece would attach to the side, so there would be room for the drawer to slide in between the bottom of the cabinet and that top horizontal piece. So I glued and screwed it on. Here's where you'll see my other mistake that I made. Yeah, it's 3 inches short. Yeah, and I'll fill it in later. Remember, I said several mistakes. And next was with that collar set too low, I put those screws all the way out the side. And I thought, hey, I'll just sand those off. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Little bits of paper or something were flying off and hitting me in the face, and that's when I decided to stop. Yeah. No. So the only thing left to do was, when the glue dried, back the screws out a little bit so they weren't sticking out the side of my cabinet. Then I cut some 3-inch strips out of the scrap and attached those in where I cut the top piece too small there. And to add to it, I forgot to account for the bottom piece and the 3/4 of an inch, so I put my line in the wrong place and had to recut all the drawers to be shorter by 3/4 of an inch. Then I lowered the table saw down to 1/4 of an inch and ran all the pieces of the drawer through it, moved the fence an 1/8, ran them through again, and it actually took 3 passes to get the 1/4 of an inch groove cut into all those pieces for the bottom of the drawer to slide into. I got that one right. Needed a handle-like thing to pull the drawer out, so I measured, drew up a nice geometric shape that I liked, and used my fabulous jigsaw skills to cut that thing out. And I just cleaned it up with a file. Used glue and pocket hole screws to put it together, being careful not to go all the way through this time. And once I got 3 sides on, I slid the bottom into place and put the back on it. And that, my friends, is the first drawer I have ever built. Yup. Now the top of this thing was originally designed to be 3 layers thick, and the middle layer was not complete, it was just pieces where the things on top need to screw into, just where it needed to be bulky. So I pre-drilled and screwed all those top pieces into place. For the third layer, I marked where I could put screws in and not hit the screws underneath. And then I marked a line all the way around it, about 3/4 of an inch in, so I could just be consistent. Then I pre-drilled and put screws in. And I'm not going to show you putting more screws in because who cares? Then I did this sketchy cut on the table saw to just even the edges out of the thing. And I sanded it for a while, just mostly where the screws went in to clean that up just a little bit. Drilling plywood is hard, and I tried to use this Forstner bit. You see the smoke? I didn't get through it very well. Maybe Forstner bit's bad, but I eventually did get through. I put the side piece on and marked through the hole where it was going to be, and made sure it was all straight, and marked which side was which, just in case there were any differences. I know the hole I drew on it and the hole I'm drilling are 2 completely different sizes. I had a change of plans midstream. The nut and the washer that I decided to use, because I'm using threaded rod, were too big to fit through that little hole, so I made it bigger. I thought it would add stability to the top to do it this way. This hacksaw and I have a love-hate relationship. Actually, there's no love. Yeah, that's a look of hate. I just glued the side pieces on. They're more for support than anything. The spring bolts are going to go through it. And then I started the sanding process. I didn't sand as much as I would if it was fine furniture. It's just shop furniture. But I sanded a lot anyway. I just used a polyurethane because it's what I had on hand. I just needed something to protect it just a little bit. Put a coat, sanded it, put another coat. And some places have 3 coats. Put my top on. Drilled a hole for the spring bolt to go through. Attach the spring bolts, added the wheels, and boom, finally done. It's unremarkable. It's flawed. But it does what I wanted it to do. Thanks for watching, and thanks to the Modern Maker Podcast for having this challenge. It's been fun.